Good day, everybody. So, in this video, I've been guided to just share 5 really small little tips that we can bring into our daily lives if you haven't already, that can help us through this next period, help us keep balance, and just instant things we can easily integrate into our life to connect our body, mind, and soul, our connection to higher sources, and lead or bring more balance into our life. So, first of all, um, these are just a few small little tips. And make it your own. Everybody has their own way of doing it. So, number 1, grateful. Before even getting out of bed, before moving, when you are laying in bed and your consciousness has finally come out of the dream time and you realize you're in this physical body, in this dimension, take a moment to be grateful. Grateful for another breath, another day, another moment. Grateful for the university of life. Grateful for, oh, there's a breeze coming in while I'm saying this. Grateful for another breath and breeze of life, a new opportunity to do things better, more beautiful, you know? So starting our day with gratitude. And if you don't already, have a morning practice, because it is the morning that we are still coming into our body, still coming from our dream time, fitting our consciousness in these tiny little bodies and feeling into ourselves. And it's important that we take attention and mindfulness to this vehicle we're in, right? We have a body, mind, and soul level of this vehicle, and it's good to wake it up, like warming up the car in the winter. Just to get the juices flowing. So it is very beneficial to have a morning practice that helps us center our body, mind, and soul, remind us and recenter us to our purpose, our being. And it would be very beneficial that you do something on a physical level, something with your mind level, with concentration, meditation, and something on a soul level, whether that is through prayer, chanting, kirtan, whatever works for you, because we are all different. But keeping in mind that we cannot just do the physical or just do the mind or just the spiritual. I mean, of course we can, but it would be more fruitful and more balanced if we bring awareness, consciousness, and love and care to all aspects of our being before we go out of the door, before the morning starts, so that we leave the door at our most highest and greatest potential, and thus anyone and everyone that we meet from that greatest highest potential, we can be more giving and aware and receiving for both that person and ourselves. We're coming out to the world, to our life, with our best foot forward, by making sure that we have tuned in and kept ourselves in balance, right? So this is just a very short video. I'm not going to go too much into details. So second is eating our food. Every time we have a meal, we can bring all aspects of our awareness to that moment in time, our body, mind, and soul. You know, our body gets ready for food when we start to smell it and see it. All the juices are already preparing in our body to, absorb that meal, that nutrition into our body. And when we take a moment in time to, just not speak, to turn off the TV, to be absolutely present with that meal at hand in front of us, and we take a few breaths of centering and just being conscious of that meal, being conscious of this time. And what I like to do is give thanks to the farmers and Mother Earth, the farmers, the transport, the cooks, the preparation that went into that food. Give thanks to my body for all that it is, and allow this to be a ceremony to my body, because it really is. It is you extracting nutritions from this food, right? It's a ceremony. It's you tanking up. And when we're doing that unaware, when we're watching TV and eating, how many times have you eaten a packet of chips in front of the TV and somebody's finished? You're like, wow, that went fast, because you weren't aware, you weren't present. And you thus, if you're not aware and present, you're not fully absorbing with 100% of your consciousness and awareness what is there in front of you. So I like to give gratitude before my food, and even give it energy, higher frequency of energy, changing that frequency into greater and stronger vibration that will match the vibrations that my body needs at that moment in time. And that also helps eliminate, any processes that I had to endure that were of lesser frequency, if you will. Intention is everything. Give your love to your food, to your plate, what's up in hand. Take that moment and be present with each bite and absorb the smell, the touch, the taste, because that is you helping and working together with your physical body, your mind, and your soul, absorbing this nutrition, this food. What is, that's how we survive through the day. It's really important. So every time we have a meal, and even water, every time we have water, give gratitude, thanks, send in love, put in healing energy, and then drink your water. Bring that awareness, that body, mind, and soul in one time and place, and that's where we can create, that's where we can manifest, right? So by doing these little things, we can start to connect to our full potential. So then the third one is when we're taking a shower. Just stop and be present with your shower. As you're washing yourself, take your time washing yourself and just, I know we're in drought in some places, but still, you can still take a little time and just give thanks to your fingers and your hands. You're so lucky to have a working hand, a working fingers. Give thanks as if you're washing the body of, Krishna, of God, of your higher power, of source, or washing the most sacred thing you have ever clean before in your life, and giving gratitude for your working body, that you are healthy, giving gratitude that you may not be able to walk with your left leg, but at least it's not chopped off, giving gratitude to every cell, every organ that you have, because it is constantly, without you asking, constantly always wanting the best for you, always healing itself, always doing what it can to survive for you without you even being conscious. So that's a beautiful thing. So bringing our awareness into our shower, we can give love to our vehicle, which may make us realize that we are separate. This is just a vehicle, or rent a car, right, that we have in this lifetime, and at the same time be present and thankful for this vehicle that we have, and give it all the love that it deserves, and stop telling ourselves, oh, we're ugly or we're fat, all these things, because what you're saying to yourself is molecular structures, like, I don't like you, I don't appreciate you. Well, higher forces lent you this amazing, beautiful rent-a-car, rent-a-vehicle, so have blessings to that, be grateful in your own way, in your own words. The fourth thing we can do is just our thoughts, be present with our thoughts. Anytime we're having negative thoughts towards somebody, towards ourselves, I'm not smart, I'm not this, whatever it may be, catch yourself in that. Catch yourself, and then we can say, oh, I'm not smart. Okay, I'm going to cancel that out in my mind. I'm going to think that, cancel that out, and say, I am brilliant, I am super smart, and I love myself. Every time a more negative thought or idea comes into your head, that sends out a frequency, that sends out a vibration that, is emanated out, and those thoughts and vibrations, when we give it a lot of attention, it manifests and creates. So we don't want to create that. So every time we notice that those thoughts or ideas against somebody or ourselves, or about the world is coming to an end, it's a horrible place, it's a horrible day, I don't like that person, cancel out those things in your mind and give it loving energy. Say, oh, I think that, but I love you, in whatever way works for you, right? But it's important that we are not sending out lower vibrations to ourselves or anyone, and that affects us at the end of the day, and that affects everyone at the end of the day, right? So, being present with our thoughts. And our words as well. Our words have power and manifestation power, and we got to be careful. We're more powerful than we realize. And then number 5, at night, it is very good to start our closing ceremony of the day, if you like. In the morning, morning we woke up with gratitude and got all the juices starting with our morning practice, and at night we want to start to rest and close, as the sun goes down, start to go inwards. You may want to be alone. It's time to reflect upon the day. So what we can do is give gratitude for the day, for another breath of life, another day. You may want to name a few things that you're grateful for. I learned this, I got to meet with that person, life is magical. Whatever it is that you want. Even on your worst day, you can find 3 beautiful things that you are excited about. Like, at least, everything went wrong today. But, I'm still breathing and alive. I didn't get run over. Like, there's always a silver lining to find, even on your deepest and darkest moments. So, yeah. Giving gratitude. Another thing is that we can review the day. So just taking a moment from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, just reviewing each moment, each opportunity that arises, each situation, and we can really, as we play it like a film in our mind, we can depict the day, because the day has signs. We always have signs like, oh, we should do this or do that. Life, trees, animals, the world, everything speaks to us constantly. It's just, are we listening? Are we still enough to be aware? So when we are replaying the day in front of us, we can see if there are any signs that we missed out on, any signs we may have misread, any lessons that we can take from the day to do better in that next situation or do better tomorrow. It's very good to review the day. And then, of course, I spoke about this earlier, is programming your dream time. Your dream time is not nothing time. We can take a moment and ask our angels or guardians or spiritual helpers or just ourselves and program us to have certain questions answered in the day, certain downloads we would like, or certain healings to take place in our dream time. In that time, it's beneficial. That's 8 hours of work, and you don't even have to totally be conscious about it. So program yourself, use those things, or even just to receive more understanding, or just healing to relax your self, whatever it may be, or to send off healing to certain people or certain situations out in the world. There's a lot we can do with that power. So yeah, make use out of it. Anyway, I just wanted to share these little things with you. They have been coming and bubbling up in me for a while to share. Just fast, not too much detail. Sending lots of love, lots of light, and lots of strength for this coming period. Namaste Ji.